Hi everyone, this is Leon Deutsch, and I wanted to show you around the teaching and learning website. I call this my menu of all the services that I can offer. So I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of an overview of it. I've sent the link out, but just so that you know, the website is graysoncollege.wix.com/teach. So you're going to find several buttons on the website when you come here. The first thing that I'm going to point out is this professional development link. When you click here, it's a short video that will walk you through the process of enrolling yourself into the online professional development course, if that is something that you have not done already. So over here on the left side, we've got the mission. So when you have time, you can take a look at that. I've got information on flipping the classroom, and this is basically a list of a lot of the tools that I have been showing people and demonstrating since I've been here. Different things that you can use to flip your classroom, including Screencast-O-Matic, which is what I'm using right now to make this video. I also have a link for technology, and when you go there, you'll be able to bring up a list of tools that you can use in the classroom. These are tools that you can use to engage your students. So it'll bring up this list here with links to the websites for all of these tools, as well as instructions on how to download them. Right now, this link, ATD, is going to send you to the Achieving the Dream website. When we get more involved in Achieving the Dream, I'll be putting more specific information to Grayson College and our initiatives for Achieving the Dream. But right now, you can go there to learn more about Achieving the Dream. This is a link for service learning. It tells you a little bit about service learning and what it involves. There's a couple of different forms on the site that you can download for service learning. And if you have any questions about service learning, it would be best if you and I meet one-on-one to talk a little bit more about it, how it works, and what your interest and goals are for service learning. Over here on the right-hand side, there's a link for observations, and it tells you about the process for having a classroom observation done. I use a different form, so you can click on this form to see what form I use for the classroom observation. And it's different than the one that's used for the evaluation. And I'll come in and make comments as I observe you. So this form is definitely different, but you can get familiar with it when you have time to look at it. When we do an observation, we can do it two different ways. You can just come to me and say, hey, I want you to come and watch or observe my class and let me know what you think, give me some feedback. And so if we do it that way, we'll use this form, and we'll meet beforehand. We'll kind of talk about what your goals are and what you're going to be doing. Then I'll come and do the observation. And then we'll have a follow-up after that. And so if it's just on a voluntary basis, then we'll just keep that conversation between you and me. Or another way that it might happen is your department chair may come to me and say, I want you to observe this professor. And they'll tell you that also. And then we'll go ahead and go through the same process, but at that point I'll also share the feedback with the department chair. So we'll do it one of those two ways. Another thing under observations is a form for peer observations. And so I have another form there that I would like you to use, and I want to highly encourage everyone to start doing peer observations. And you can download that form. There's just a few questions that I ask you to fill out when you do that. and then you can send a copy of that form to me after you do the observation and discuss it with the person that you're observing. Something else that I really want to implement this semester is called student feedback analysis. At least that's what I call it. This is where I will come to your classroom if you ask me to. It's all voluntary. And so I'll come to your classroom and you'll leave for about 30-40 minutes, and I'll put your students into small groups and I'll give them a list of questions. And we'll do this during, starting maybe around the 3rd or 4th week of the semester. And the students will work together to answer these questions as a group. And it's really just an opportunity for the students to kind of give you a little bit of feedback during the course and during the semester. So I have a list of sample questions here. Things like, what do you like best about this course so far? Is there anything about the course or the way that it is set up that is hindering your learning? So just some real general questions. I'll take all of the answers that the students come up with and type it up and give you that information, and then you can do whatever you want to with it. So it's on a voluntary basis. You could even give me your own questions that you want to ask the students. I think it's a great way for the students to feel like their voices are being heard, and it's also a great way for you to decide that you might want to make a change to the course while it's actually going on. So this is a different process than the evaluations that take place at the end of the course. So if you're interested in that, we can talk more about that and set up a time to do that. Now, everything that you do here in every workshop that I hold, I'm going to be giving certificates for everything that you do, everything that you attend. Even when you do the peer observations, you'll get professional development certificates for that. There's another one called faculty conversations, or teaching and learning conversations. So let's say that you would just like to meet with several people in your department. Maybe you all are going to have a 1-hour conversation about cheating in online classes, and you want to know how are your colleagues handling that, for example, and what are some of the problems they're facing. So if you ever do any type of conversation like that, group meeting, if you'll just have a roster and have everyone sign that, I will give everybody a certificate for attending that. So I have a sample roster here that you can download. These are very informal. It doesn't have to be a presentation. It's just a group of professors sitting around talking about issues related to what you're doing. So if you hold one of those, just send me a copy of the roster and I will make sure that everyone gets a certificate for attending that. I also have the training calendar. When you go here, you can pull up the PDF file of the calendar for this semester. It's going to give you all of the dates. All of these trainings are going to take place in the CWL building, Seminar C. So if you see something that you would like to attend but you're not able to, just let me know. We can get together one-on-one and I can go over the material with you. So once again, you'll get certificates for any of these things that you attend. So I just wanted to give you an opportunity to get familiar with what's on this site, because this really is a resource for you. It's a guide for you to go to let you know the kind of things that I can do to help you out. And I look forward to working with you, and I look forward to any feedback that you can give me about the site. Thank you very much.